Sweet corn, look at that. Beasts. They're doing really well, as are my pumpkins, as are the raspberries that I moved in the winter, and I honestly thought that they wouldn't do anything this year, but I have a raspberry. Woohoo! I have 2 raspberries, but I'll leave that one till later. How rude of me eating, I don't care. Got some strawberries. Oh man, that strawberry was amazing. That was the tastiest strawberry I've had this year. As you can see, these need a drink. These will get a drink before I go. They're my outdoor cucumbers. One has been munched by slugs, as you can see. But as I've said, as long as a couple of them keep, I don't mind. As you can see, the pots need a bit of a water. These self-seeding tomatoes, look at them go. They're doing alright, they are. As are my tomatoes in the greenhouse. This netting has been put on to stop them scorching. Hello girlies, what are you doing? For my cucumbers. As I haven't got the other greenhouse up there, what I've been doing is putting them in pots of water, and I've been putting lots of feed into that water, tomato feed. So as you can see, although that massive cucumber is in that tiny pot, that is a healthy looking plant because it's getting lots of feed from the water. It's almost like a hydroponic kind of system. Hydroponics? Hydroponics? You know what I mean. It's almost like that sort of system, just without the fish. Rather than the fish poo, I'm actually putting in fertilizer. So same thing works really. Doesn't work for everything, but it's working for the chilies, because as you can see, I have some beastie jalapenos there. Check them out. Woohoo! Again, little tiny pot, water we feed in it, and everything in this little system is doing all right. So part of me doesn't really want to change it. I mean, look how many tomato flowers I've got. You've seen the ones that are on the other side out there, but they're poking up everywhere. So I'm happy, I'm good, I'm all good. Right guys, that's about it really. Obviously you've seen from my other videos how things are coming along. My blueberries are in and they seem to be doing well since they've been transplanted. Got some really good new growth on them. I'm happy about that. And the pond's doing well too. I'll just quickly scout you over towards the pond. Hello flamingos. Oh, courgette flowers over there. As you can see, I still haven't trimmed this, but things are still growing. But again, job to do, job to do. Look at my apples. Loads of the buggers. This can come out. Pull the seeds off it for now. Yeah, that's a parsnip going to seed. I'm letting that go simply because I know that the bees like it. And I'm all for helping the bees out. So there you go, there's a pot there that's not doing too well. It's been slug attacked. But again, I use the organic pellets. I'm quite happy for the slugs to eat a few of my plants. I'd rather lose a few plants to slugs than lose a hedgehog. Now it's really hard to spot the fish, but I have seen them and they've grown and they're quite big now. They went in there about the size of a fingernail and now they're about, I don't know, 2 inches long. So they are in there. And they've been eating all the mosquito larvae, so they're doing a good job. Cheers fish. Right guys, so as you can see, we're cracking on. What I will do now is I will give me everything to water, and then I'm going to go home, watch some football, and I might even have a beer. So until then guys, speak soon. Hi guys, hi there, how you doing? I'm not going to spin the camera around because I'm currently shirtless and nobody needs to see that. It's a really nice day today and topping up on my vitamin D, so there's no one down here. So I thought I'd soak up the rays. Anyway, show you the plot. Cabbages! They're all coming up, they need weeding soon. There's my raspberries, sunflower and calendula. The new raspberries, the ones I planted a few weeks ago, the yellow raspberries. And they're just the sunflowers and the calendula I've put there to distinguish them really, so I don't tread in there and forget they're there. My kale. The powdery stuff you can see is bloodfish and bone. That's the wildflower seed bomb. That was all the seeds that were in the bottom of a bag. I just threw them all in there. As you see, we've got some sunflower, got some poppies. Looks like we've got some cosmos. Well, it could be anything in there. See what comes of it. Chickens are enjoying themselves, aren't you girlies? Yeah. They have plenty of eggs at the moment. My radishes went to seed, but they're being fed to the chickens. I've got some rocket there that's going to seed. You just can't eat it quick enough. I think this is carrots. Oh, look at that. We've got some sticky stuff. Horrible things. Pull that out while I'm here. Yeah, carrots, a poppy, and a self-seeding tomato. Yeah. Anyway, this was just the salad bed really. Things I could pick out while I was down here. So I got some more salad at home. But the chickens like it. Don't you girlies? It gives them something to do as well. And do that. Become a bit of a game for them. Hasn't it, girlies? So the greenhouse is doing alright. Plenty of tomato flowers. Started to train them up into the roof. I have that scaffold net in there to act as a sunshade so they don't get too scorched. Cucumber and cucamelon have been potted on, ready to go into the new greenhouse when it's up. Chilies are doing great. I've got them in water with some tiny bit of tomato feed, so there's plenty of nutrients, so I haven't got to worry about them being pot bound in the smaller pots at the moment. My foxgloves have pretty much passed their best now. Mr. B is enjoying them still. Aren't you, mate? Yeah. We've got the first proper poppy of the year. I really like those poppies, they're really nice. And again, just dotted some calendula around. Self-setting tomatoes, they're doing alright. The mint that I put behind the chicken coop is starting to grow, and so is the calendula, but you can't see it. Again, I think I said to you the idea behind that was that strong smelling plants keep vermin away. They're not too happy about it, so they don't, you know, want to go there as often as possible. I don't know whether it works or not, but at the end of the day it's going to look nice. So I've put in some cucumbers outside. These two, that one here and that one at the back, are proper cucumbers. The other 7 are cucamelon. I don't think all 7 are going to live because they were the stragglers of my sowings. But if I get 1 or 2, then it should be alright. Plenty of feed in there. I'm sure the slugs will have some. But to be honest, like I said, as long as I get 1 or 2, I'll be happy with that. And these cucumbers should be big enough now to be pretty slug proof. They've got their prickles on their leaves, and slugs don't particularly like them. I've dotted some pumpkins around in random places. Again, these are just stragglers from my pumpkins. I thought, well, if I get a pumpkin from it, I get a pumpkin. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. plenty of raspberries, considering I moved them in the winter. These are my Atlantic giant pumpkins. There's 2 there because I'm going to see how well they go, and if one obviously doesn't do as well as the other, it all just get pulled out. And the idea is that this one, I'm hoping, should grow out that way. I can train it, and then the other one here can come down this way. In theory, communism works. Dotted some marigolds everywhere. I brought the strimmer down today to strim this, and then I realised I only brought one blade and the blinking thing snapped. So that's my sweet corn and my courgettes, but they're in a bit of a wilderness at the moment. So that's a job for another day. Again, there's 2 more pumpkins there that were the stragglers. If they grow, they grow. If they don't, they don't. They're just in what I consider to be waste ground. Plenty of apples at the moment, although I've got a bit of curl stuff to the leaves. Just let nature get on with it, to be honest. I'm not going to be spraying stuff. Onions are alright. There's a couple that have gone to seed, but I'll pull those out in the next couple of days. Potatoes in straw, they're all tops, to be honest. And these ones over here seem to be all tops. I dug one up the other day from that bed over there, the self-setter, and there was a handful of new potatoes in there, nothing really. But everyone seems to be having, even my granddad, who is like prolific potato grower, he struggled as well this year with his new potatoes. So I think it's just the weather, they're all a bit late. Pond's looking good. We had a frog in there the other day, which is nice. So there we go, guys. Very quick tour. Oh, and if anyone can tell me what this is, I would be really happy. Pretty big, as you can tell. It's pretty big, but I'm not quite sure. I first thought it was comfrey, but then I don't know. Anyway, I really like it in a weird kind of way. It's quite pretty. It's got these little thistly things on, but it doesn't look like a true thistle. So if someone could tell me what it is, that would be great. I know it's not hogweed or anything like that, because hogweed doesn't have thistles on. But yeah, let me know. Anyway, guys, till next time. Speak soon. Everything's starting to look good. I've thinned out a lot of the foliage on the tomatoes today. Obviously, you want to get airflow so you don't encourage nasty diseases. I've left in the growing tips because I would quite like them to grow a bit taller. Yeah. Cucumbers in a hanging basket there. I made a little frame for it to go over. I've made more space by moving things around. Put in another tray of water for some more cucumber. Hopefully I can get the cucumber to grow up into the roof. And everything's doing well in these pots. Keep feeding them, and I seem to be having a bit of a hydroponic system going on. Never tried it before. Seems to work quite well. Everything's doing really well in these little pots, as long as they've got water in the bottom. So I'm quite happy. Right, I gotta go because I want to go and watch some football, because England play today and I intend on having a beer or two. So till next time, guys, speak soon. There you go, my outdoor cucumbers. I've made a little frame for them. Whole idea behind that is that they'll eventually grow up it. Fingers crossed. Let's see how that goes. It's a nice day today, but it's going to be hot. It's going to be very, very hot. Left the house at 8 o'clock this morning and it was already 17 degrees. Right, places to go, people to see. Speak soon.